vacant eyes on the living, socialize. I see potential in your mind. Touch me softly, it's not a crime. No more apologies. You'll find inside of me a deeper love, a deeper faith, a deeper love to restore the balance of your ways, a deeper dive to sink or swim in a world of she said, don't give a fuck about him, a deeper love. I'll get another surface with you. I'll get another surface with you. Step into it, the golden light. Take my hand and roll the dice. It's not a secret, don't need to testify. Like gravity, can't be defied. No more apologies. You'll find inside of me a deeper love, a deeper faith, a deeper love to restore the balance of your ways, a deeper dive to sink or swim in a world of she said, don't give a fuck about him, a deeper love. I'll get another surface with you. I'll get another surface with you. A deeper, a deeper love. Deeper love, a deeper faith, a deeper love to restore the balance of your ways, a deeper dive to sink or swim in a world of she said, don't give a fuck about him, a deeper love. I'll get another surface with you. I'll get another surface with you.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Ready, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. We're pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
You take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning.
So get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, cause it's showtime!
What goes up can come down. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. I'm dressed up like a cowboy because last night I watched Yellowstone.
What is that?
Oh, yeah, it's a nice
You
show.
guys know what Yellowstone is?
Yeah, it's a nice show.
I've been to Yellowstone.
You've been to Yellowstone.
National Park.
The park before.
Is it a cowboy movie? I've not seen it.
It's a series
Really?
on Channel 70 TV Land. And they put it last night from 8 to 10. They gave it a double header, 2 hours. And I've never watched it, so I had to catch up. But the reason I watched it is because it's labeled mature language, it's explicit sexual.
And that's why you watched it?
Explicit for the explicit section.
On Channel 70,
Yeah.
What is Channel 70?
TV Land.
Oh, I watched the Hallmark Channel. It's almost Christmas, by the way. Sharon.
They cursed F-bombs everywhere.
Could you and I not be more gender specific in our roles of who we are in life? Seriously.
Come on, it was like real life.
So it's a Hallmark
Somebody
Channel.
got shot and they hurt and goes, mother, but it was the words. And I was
You like that? You're like,
now the main actor is the guy who put all his money into Waterworld. I can't remember his name, but it come to me. But the movie,
What's
the
Waterworld?
series, it was a debacle. He put all his money into this movie and almost lost his shirt as an actor. But the movie is high profile, has all sorts of stuff going on. Had this beautiful naked woman, I don't know who she is, in the
The
movie.
explicit.
TV Land, but come on, I only see stuff like that on HBO.
I have not watched TV in so long until yesterday. Saturday night before we were going out, I turned on a Hallmark Channel. I am such a girl, and you are such the quintessential cowboy guy.
What is a quintessential?
Quintessential, we fill our roles well. Our stereotypical roles of who we are, we do well. So it's good. Slick, you've seen that?
Yellowstone? No, I heard about it. Never seen to try to get into that situation.
I got here this morning and I said, oh, you're channeling your inner Slick today.
God,
That's Slick's hat.
it definitely is.
And it
It's
looks
not
good on
Slick's
you.
hat.
It's not Slick's hat?
No, Stick has his hat over there.
Oh, that's not the same hat?
No, I bought this hat.
Oh, I was going to say, do you and Slick have the same size head?
No, I could have
I
pushed
think
it
we
down.
do.
Yeah, mine's is bigger than his. But I watched Yellowstone, and Yellowstone is a drink. I think it's a wine or a booze. Look it up. Yellowstone wines or liquor, and it'll come up. So the commercials were all centered around Yellowstone, cowboy boots, cowboy vests, tractors, everything that has to do with being a cowboy.
So did you learn about that?
I learned everything. I ordered a belt buckle.
Did you?
It says Yellowstone movies.
Well,
It's a bourbon.
Yeah.
it's a
A
bourbon.
Bourbon whiskey.
And I heard
Kentucky.
that it's one of the best.
Oh, we should
Bourbons.
call our bourbon guy.
I forget him. All he does is drink it. If he would bring it, I would get it. But we have cover. We asked Mr. Gubba about the
I think
bourbon.
he's still in town this week.
He's in here till I extended his stay from the 15th to the 20th.
Is he staying?
Yeah, he's leaving on the 20th.
You know what his wife said? Freddie, may I kiss your finger?
Why?
Because you kept Steve here another 5 days. She's like, yes.
I said to her, I'll keep you here for the next 5 years.
His wife is probably going, oh, thank you,
made
dear
that
God. No,
You made
no, he
that
told me it's a good thing.
Yeah,
He
well,
says when you're married as many years as he is, it's a beautiful thing. They don't talk to each other. They pass the night. It's all good. Everyone needs their space.
Yeah.
You know what happened Friday night to my space?
I'm afraid to ask.
I got home in that beautiful weather. I was so tired after we left here Friday. It's such a long day. And I looked up at my ceiling and I had a roof leak.
Oh my gosh.
Not a little roof leak.
Do
It's
your
got to be
cabinets
this
come in?
big. What cabinet?
Your special like pull down drawers or whatever you said you
She ordered.
I ordered them. I did a lot of ordering this weekend. A roof leak this big. And apparently I've got brown insulation, so the roofer told me, which means my white ceiling is now brown. So that was my Friday fun.
I told you you have
They're going
to
to paint it.
paint the room,
Yes.
not the area.
Yes, the whole room's going to get painted. But that was my fun on Friday after the rain. But then we got to the bat mitzvah Saturday, so congratulations to Brielle at Kids in Capes, Trujillo, a magnificent bat mitzvah she had. The party was spectacular. I hadn't been to a party in 3 years. I don't think I had been. It's been a long time. Dressed in hair and jewelry, and it took me way longer than I anticipated it took to get dressed. But it was a great night, right? We met a lot of great people.
Dawn kept walking around. I didn't know what she was going to do next.
I can't sit still. Have you noticed? It's like I do here. You know how I walk in circles? I did the same thing there. Because there's so many people you could meet. There's so many great opportunities to have some fun. I put these great purple lashes on. So those were a whole lot of fun. Perfume, it was an incredible event. Brielle was lovely, and it was very nice that they invited us to be part of it.
I just wanted to have a burger and a couple of drinks.
Did you see our studio? You know, they came in here and they filmed for her entrance
It
video.
was up on the video.
It looked good.
It looked great. This room looked amazing, didn't it?
It looked great.
See her singing, all those close-ups of everything?
It was funny because, you know, it's the relationship between her and her mother. We got to do this. Yes, Mom. Yes. And everybody was laughing. Because it's true. That's the way she is for her mother.
But that's what kids are like these days.
Well, her mother's a little bit over the top. But it was a beautiful
It was
a beautiful play.
And then I didn't realize, because where we were sitting, then until I saw the pictures, the whole dance floor was lit up
Yeah.
like the theme.
Yes.
Had you seen that?
Yeah. How could you miss it?
Because I didn't go that far up on the dance floor, but it was pretty amazing, all I can tell
It
you.
looked to me like you were
Did
up
you
there.
both dance?
We didn't dance. It was all kids stuff, really. Slick would have been up there.
There were little children. I'm not going to dance around little children.
It was all kids music, so it was a whole kids, centered around the kids event. The food was great. It was at the Boca Hotel.
I went to the bar closest to the stage. There's two bars. And I went there and I said to him, this is a kids bar, isn't it? He says, yeah. So you can have kids soda, milkshakes, things like that. He said, you got to go over there, which is where my guy was, my Youre. That's where he's from. And I went over there and had the adult beverages. But it was nice. And we got a robot coming in here, maybe Friday, that takes your picture. We spoke to him. Maybe Chuck could get his picture then. And I asked a few people if they wanted to participate. I know we both know the lady with the robot.
So it was a whole lot of fun. So some cool vendors. There was one where you could put different perfume scents together. You could pick any scent you want.
I didn't understand that whole concept.
It's like making your own perfume. You like J-Lo?
Essential oils, like different scents. And then
They weren't oils. They were all different perfume kinds. I have her card in the other room. We're going to call her.
Did you make one?
I did.
Was that what you were wearing that night?
No, I didn't put it on. It was caramel vanilla. It's in the other room. It's like rolling. But you can do anything. They've got patchouli, and they've got lavender, and they've got vanilla, and they've
Patchouli.
got patchouli.
What the hell is that?
God bless you. It's a scent. Yeah. And and you can pick anything you want in a roll. But it was a whole lot of fun.
Is that real patchouli? Is that a thing?
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
think you made that up.
No, I'll show you. It's a scent. What you got on the coffee news this week? It is Monday.
But the funny thing is that the table pieces, you know, every wedding has a table piece,
Centerpiece.
centerpiece. This thing must have been, 4 feet tall? So the ladies came over because I kept telling them, we have to come up with a new a way of taking it. She says, you think we can? I go, yes, you put this under your blouse, you put this one under your sweater, and away we go.
And away you go. It's
Listen
all
to
in
what
your
you
time. But it was
fun.
fun. It was nice to spend the evening with you and Linda. We don't often all four get to go out, so that was lovely.
It was fun. Did you still have your tattoo?
No, it washed off in the shower. I got to do a glitter tattoo, so that was a lot of fun too.
There's a new tattoo, according to the Coffee News, new tattoos that glow in the dark.
Like condoms.
And tell us more about that, Dawn.
I don't
It
know.
is a flower. Strong, sweet scent that falls into the musky, earthy category.
See?
Not my favorite.
Patchouli. How was your weekend, everybody? You got rained out of Miss South Florida parade.
It's the
Right?
University of South Florida parade, yeah, their homecoming parade.
Slick, what'd you do?
Oh me? I was just hanging out with some people.
What
He-
people? You have no
He
people.
met a new people.
Who people?
I did not meet anybody new. But
It's the same people.
It was the same people, but I was just.
I'm going to give you a quote from the news. I'm going to give you a quote. It says, never tempt. It says, tempt not a desperate man.
What do you mean? No, but my weekend did. Like,
You know what that means?
no, it doesn't.
Don't too slick.
Well, when you find out what that is, you know why I raised my eyebrow.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Tempt not
Uh huh.
a desperate man. That's by William Shakespeare.
Oh, you're quoting Shakespeare now.
No, the news. But that is so true.
You know what's funny about this? You know, sometimes I find places and I don't know how I end up where I end up, and there's always a reason.
I'm afraid to even
Right?
try
Remember,
to understand.
remember we did that shoot. I ended up in the pizza place, and we met Live Like
Yeah,
Jake.
you just, you went into
Okay, so
it.
this situation is similar. I went to this juice bar, which was brand new. I found the coffee news. I got a lovely smoothie
When did you do this?
about a month ago when I got you the first paper.
Oh, that's how you got this paper?
That's how I got the paper.
You went into unknown territory?
I went back on Saturday, out of business.
It's a good thing you got your juice.
It's a good thing I got the paper is the point of the story. Otherwise, we would have never met Joey. It's been there for a month, out of business.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
You know, unfortunately, I can't. Unfortunately, because there's so many people that are making mistakes right now on how to stay open. You know, you can't chase the almighty dollar and think that come Monday you do that, and then Tuesday you don't have enough money for the rent and you're done. You can't. You gotta. What is it you tell me all the time? You gotta plan.
My piece, prior planning prevents poor performance. Those are the 5 P's to stand by.
Interesting.
Prior planning prevents poor performance.
Slick, you got that?
Yeah, I got it.
Can you say it back?
Prior planning prevents poor performance.
Wow.
See, he did get it. He's listening.
Nice.
Yeah,
Slick
but
is
what
on
are you-
point.
No, but what are you trying to say? Like you're trying to say it clearly means the statement clearly means
Oh, he's still stuck on that
yeah,
last statement you talked
if
about.
Shakespeare?
If you are aggravated and angry,
What the hell did I
man
say?
won't be responsible for his actions, which could be very violent.
That's
so
a
you calling
different
me
person.
a violent man?
That's a different.
No,
Where are
that's
you
the
reading
same
that
verse. This is
William
from
Shakespeare?
Italki. From Italki.
Well, I don't know.
It's
what
kind
that
of
is.
it's kind of like a Reddit. But
That's the
not
problem right now
desperate,
is the source.
man. So what do you mean by that?
Did you watch NBC this morning?
Are you going to answer his question?
What does it mean by that?
I had it on in the background.
It means that if you're desperate and you need that final dollar, for example,
Yeah.
and somebody gives it to you, but it may be the devil,
Oh,
do you take it?
I can't take that. That's Lucifer himself. I can't.
What it means is that you're not desperate. It means that you are calculating, but others view it as desperate.
Some people are desperate, though.
So you're viewing me as the
You see, everybody views it
It's
one
kinda
way,
like
but the
this-
real definition of
Yeah.
it is how you view it. So,
Read it again.
Tempt not the desperate man.
why do we have to read it again?
Because you said you.
Are you
got
reading
me.
it or did you make it up in your head?
I think.
Oh, tempt not a desperate man.
Tempt not a desperate man.
It's
Because
like
think about if you have not had relations in a long time,
Oh,
Relation.
and then you see relations, and then you see
relations.
a voluptuous,
Wait, hold on. Time out.
Partner.
Are you talking about the
Yes.
sexual relations?
yes, and then you see a voluptuous partner across the room or walking down the street, and you go, that is my next go-to. However, it may not be the right person, but you're desperate.
I'm going to give you the other side of that coin.
Relations,
Thanks.
yes.
You could say, that is a beautiful woman, and that's a beautiful woman, and that's a beautiful woman, and eventually I will meet my beautiful woman. You don't
I like
desperate
that. Yeah,
one
I like
woman.
that one.
Yeah, but some people are just
No, you don't.
looking for
but
that
that's-
hamburger.
But that's what Shakespeare is trying to explain.
Yeah, some people are looking for that hamburger for the night.
Everybody
Everything.
is desperate for something. That's
think
the
that's
definition.
true?
I don't
Of course,
think so.
everybody wants something, attention.
But are you desperate for it, or do you just desire it?
No, desire is.
You probably
What
do
is that
this.
saying? One man's food is another man's poison.
One man's garbage is another man's treasure. Yes.
Exactly.
Probably just as
So it's very important that you understand the definitions of. Forget about what everybody else thinks. It matters what you perceive, and that's the truth.
That it does. You don't think so, Slick?
I don't think so because like most of the times I be thinking very selfishly, so it's like
No,
But
not
that's
you.
the problem.
if I
Hello?
do see a woman that likes me, it's not gonna work out because
Speaking of women, Freddie, does the woman who's just staring behind your shoulder, does she have a name?
Haley.
Her name is Haley.
Why? That's my.
Haley's a little scary to me.
Hence why her name is Haley. We think she looks like Haley, our other intern.
RK.
RK named her Haley because Haley's a little intense.
I never heard that before.
Haley?
Yeah.
You didn't know that? Don't you think it? Look at her eyes.
He called her.
I love the way you guys position the shot. She's right behind me.
She's right behind you, looking over your shoulder.
Do you know we all have that conscious voice? You ever
A Haley?
the Haley? You ever want to do something and then something tells you not to do it and you don't? Why is that? That's your subconscious, or is that your conscious?
No, it's Jesus. He's telling me not to do it.
Okay, you named him Jesus, but what do you think it is?
No, but yeah.
You know, they put a devil and an angel on each shoulder. You've seen the little.
Do you know sometimes when I have that inner voice, I'm never sure if it's a true inner voice or if it's fear telling me, don't do it.
Is it weird that I don't have the don't do it person? I only have the person that goes do it.
But you do have the don't do it. Because if I set up this wall, you're coming and say, no, that's not correct. And that's the don't do it that way, do it this way.
I think that's just me.
It's like crossing the street. Do you look both ways or not? Don't do it. Do you...
Anna's here.
I'm glad Anna's here. Do you reach out to someone and you're like, it could be a bad deal. Don't do it. But is it just fear or is it really that inner voice saying, you'd be better off not doing it? That's always where I have this conundrum, this issue of fear versus my true inner voice.
I told you time and time again, when you make a deal, look at, this is the deal, and now let's go this way. I've told you this a million times.
But do you ever, that inner voice, you never have fear. I'm asking the wrong one. Slick, you?
Oh, fear?
This one never has fear.
Fear of what?
I say it can't be fear. It's just me overthinking it. That's about it. That's why I overshoot.
That's it. We overthink it, right?
You ever not
Right.
ask a girl out because you're afraid she's going to reject you?
Oh, no, not at all.
Him?
Yeah. Not at all. Not at all.
Really?
I got to tell you, on Friday here, Slick was like this one-man show. He hung all the art. We did a show. He did pieces. He even went next door and had the guy lower his music, so that was like right on point. And then you send him out in the rain, right? It's horrible out. To deliver 4 boxes of mini Donut World donuts to 4 clients. And then he still comes back and runs the love show. It was like right on point. Slick, were you tired Friday night?
Yeah. I was, but like I have to say, like for Freddie, if you are thinking about like my love situation, thanks to Anna, like I know like my love situation can end up to be like 60 years old because we were both at like a wedding this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. And
You were with Slick at a wedding?
Yeah.
and, like,
Whose wedding?
No, it was I don't know.
Was it for Danielle?
No, not for Danielle.
I was shooting a wedding, and I asked Slick to help me out because I needed someone to watch a tripod for me.
Slick was the tripod watcher?
You know, but he was doing camera for me.
That was nice.
Wow.
So he helped me out a lot, but they were like 57, 60s, and they met like a year ago, I found out.
Yes.
Yeah.
The love was real there.
In their 60s and they
Yeah.
met.
Beautiful.
They just met. It was really cute.
That's really
And she was so
nice.
Like that's old. That's our age.
The dress was so
Excuse
nice.
me, they weren't really old.
That's
Stop
us.
saying
No,
that. That's my freaking age.
They were.
57. I'm 54.
No, we're guessing. We're guessing low. I think.
Oh, they were ancient. They were fossils. They were dirt.
I'm guessing
Don't
low
look
'cause
up
I'm
like
sure.
that. That wasn't
57 and
nice.
60. I'm 54. You're 59. We're
So
the
what? I know a lady was 60. I know a lady was 60. She had a baby. Give me a break.
They were young.
Our age, Freddie.
They were
No,
young.
you're not. We're guessing low because I think they're like
Yeah.
65.
Probably. They were young old.
They were 110 by the time this conversation ends.
Let me ask. Can I ask a question? When somebody says you look like you're 14, 15, does it bother you?
It does. It does.
It does, right? Does it bother you?
Oh no, not at all. I love being.
You're so
carded.
full of beans.
I love
You're
being
full of
carded.
beans, and you're full of more beans.
How was
It's
the-
the same thing with us when they say
Old?
That's 57, 60, 59 is old. It's the same feeling. So sort of learn that.
Okay, no.
Thank you.
Where was the wedding?
It was Magiano's.
Nice.
Like right by home center. It was like a small, but it was good.
You should have told me you were going to Maggiano's. We would have told.
They would have crashed the wedding.
Yes.
100%.
Anik would have.
We
Was
should
it by the
take them
bar?
there for lunch one day.
We should. You know where the bar, where the piano is? They still have it there?
You,
I didn't see anything like
When
that.
you walk in to the right, you didn't see that?
No, I didn't see
Because
anything.
for the wedding, you get it on the
You go to
on the
the back
side.
room.
You get by the side of the room.
It was nice though. Like,
Yeah.
You should have told us, and he would have set you up by the bar.
How did they find you to hire you?
She's my dad's friend.
Nice.
So my dad was gonna do it for her for like as a gift, but then he got a wedding for Myers, so he asked me to do it.
So you did it as a gift.
Yeah.
Oh, we
That's
used to
nice.
hang out. We used to hang out at Maggiano's.
But
It was a beautiful place.
yeah, it is. It's really nice,
It's all gangster.
and the food is good.
Did you see the booth that has the plate? They have the name of people in the booths. They own the booth.
Oh, that's what I'm going to get Wayne for Christmas.
No, that's what you're gonna get Freddie for
A
Christmas.
booth or nameplate?
A nameplate.
Where are we putting
For
it?
the booth in Maggiano.
Okay, I was going to get Wayne a nameplate for his seat here.
Oh, you should. And then on those chairs up there, can we put the names on the chairs?
Yes. I just got to find
Kind of nice.
an embroidery person. Or we could
Spray-
paint it.
We can spray paint it. Oh, let's get the guy with the hat who didn't give me one.
The graffiti guy.
Graffiti.
They're like, what are you even talking about?
Names, plates.
Cicely, did you shoot some film work?
yeah.
How many cameras did you knock over?
No,
I'm sorry.
I mean, I didn't knock over any cameras, but everything was
It
good.
was
like,
impressive.
It was very
He
impressive.
didn't hit anything.
Did he not
Yeah.
have to remember you?
Nothing.
He didn't run into nothing?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. The whole
Are you
time.
sure Slick was there or his brother? Because he has 3 other brothers.
I love the way that you guys are working on shoots after hours.
was
That's
very
very cool.
Very nice.
Wow. But it was nice. Like, even though I didn't understand Portuguese, you know, I know the love was there.
Did you meet anyone else?
Me? Not at all. Why would I be
Meet the
looking?
next love of your life
No,
there?
it's okay. It's okay.
Had a 50-year-old wedding.
She had a few friends. You didn't look.
I mean, I glanced, but I can't say I look. No, I can't.
Why,
say-
because they were 50?
No,
Really?
they weren't 50.
Really? Your dad-
No, they were not.
Would you go out with a 50-year-old woman?
Me?
Yeah. You.
He definitely.
If the price is right.
Oh my god. I can't do that.
What was
I
that,
can't
your
do
quote?
to myself.
Don't tempt a desperate man.
Correct.
I didn't say that.
That was
Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare did. Back to your quote of what you were grateful for.
I don't understand that. I don't understand why age has anything to do with anything.
Age doesn't. If
No,
the love
because
is there, the
If a
love is there.
50-year-old guy dated a 25-year-old woman, it's a creepella. And if a 50-year-old woman dated a 25-year-old guy, she's a
Cougar.
cougar. I don't get
No, it's
this.
still creepy. They're
It's
both
the-
still
yeah.
creepy.
But why is that creepy?
I think they're in different stages of their life.
But that
But
makes it advantage whoever is learning from it, no?
Well, it's different generations. Like you're
What's wrong with
literally-
that? We have a relationship difference, you and me. You think like a
But
You
besides,
gonna marry Slick?
Professional.
besides like the horizontal tango, like what else are you gonna talk about?
what are you
Horizontal
talking?
tango.
Yeah, that's the problem with millennials because
What
that's
el-
all they
what
think
else are you
about is the
gonna talk
tango.
about? No,
Maybe there's other
I said
dances, the
besides-
waltz,
I said wow. I said
bachata. You know, there's a whole lot of other world out here.
Besides these,
You
the
need
other-
to have a drink and chill out, buddy. That's all I got to say.
Besides the other dances, what else are you gonna talk about?
Life. You know, you can learn a lot from somebody who's been through
You're
the
gonna
rough
sit at the
spots.
dinner table, and it's gonna go. So how was school today?
She's at her sunset, and I'm at my sunrise.
That's because Alana only meets people who love her hair.
Right?
That's a whole other creepy thing.
That would be that. You see, but that's not what I'm talking about. That situation was like off the mark. I'm talking about. I don't understand how people relate to other people and they base it on age. Like if a 50-year-old
Because then what
goes
do you
with a
have in
30-year-old.
common?
Thank you.
What do you talk
But that's
about?
the difference. What if you do?
If you dated a 30-year-old, you're going to have more in common. They're going to have more in
Tell me
common
more about the
with
30-year-old.
with your children. They're going to love Freddie
Yeah.
a whole lot.
That's okay.
They're gonna
You
be
can have
related
it
to
too.
Freddie a
Let's
whole
make it-
lot.
You can marry her. It makes no difference. But tell me about, is this 30-year-old act like a 30-year-old? Does she act older? Is she more mature?
But she still won't be 50 plus.
So
Correct.
what?
It'll
Is
be
she
different.
make me feel 30?
But she
That's
might
the
make you
difference.
she might make you feel 40.
There
Yeah.
it
So if you
goes.
feel younger, that would be good.
That's
Would you like to
good.
feel
and
younger?
maybe she's looking, you know, women sometimes are looking for older because they can't relate to people around them. I know when I was 21, I thought like a 30-year-old.
You know, there is something-
There's a big difference between someone who's like 5 to 8 years older versus someone who's like 20 to 30 years older.
Boy, I'm going to tell you, when you
Different
fall in
generations.
love and it bites you hard, we're going to have that conversation again. And I'm going to laugh. Because, you know, when you fall in love with somebody, a lot of stuff goes out the window. It's the adjustments you make in life that make a difference.
It's interesting you say that, because if you're going out or married to someone who's older than you and you want to go out, you want to go to the movies, and like, no, I want to stay home. No, I want to clean the house.
I just took an Ambien.
Right, I just took an Ambien. I had a long week. I got a long day tomorrow. We're going to stay in. Versus someone who's younger, who's like, yeah, let's go. Then you're going to feel like, yeah, let's go. Versus feeling old and crotchety.
But I don't know what crotchety means, but it reminds me of some kind of yeast infection. But the bottom line here is, when you go out now, it's a different environment. All of a sudden, everybody's out. The virus apparently now we're supposed to allegedly be over it. We're not over it yet. So I go to breakfast yesterday morning. So because of the hour change, went back.
Did you all change your clocks?
Yes.
No.
Slick did not.
No.
Neither did Anna.
No.
I ended up
Slick
going
here early.
I ended up going to breakfast at 9 o'clock instead of 10, right? Thinking maybe people forgot. The place was jammed. At Bagel, Palm Beach
Right.
Bagel.
Everyone had the same idea.
It was rocking. There were people waiting outside in the line. So I go in, and they know us. She asked for you, by the way. And she says, Freddie, the wait's going to be a while. So the guy who cleans the table, his name is Champ. How you doing? Booth in the back? Yeah. And he took me right to the back. And I know everybody in the place already, because I went when the pandemic was numero uno and there was nobody in the place. I was still going there. And now I said to her, it's going to be tough for us to get in here. She said, no, you come through this door right here. Don't worry about it. And they got me in. But all of a sudden, dating is difficult because of too many people. So
Dating's always
look what
difficult.
happened in Texas.
Yeah, what about the concert in Houston, you guys?
Astro World concert.
You saw that? 8 people died. They got squished to death.
That was terrible.
How do you
Saying
get
it's one of the
squished to
most-
death?
It's one of the most, I think it is now the most deadliest concert in U.S. history.
300 hurt.
Do they know
Ain't
what
that-
started it? Why? Because
Yes.
it wasn't like a crazy rock concert.
No, they know.
No.
This guy has had 2 other incidents.
On
No.
Friday,
No,
about
Travis-
50,000 people attended the famous rapper's sold-out Astroworld Music Festival in Houston. When the performer showed up on stage, concert-goers said things went haywire and described being squeezed so tightly that they couldn't breathe or move. Over 300 people suffered injuries, some from being trampled, and at least 8 people died, including kids as young as 14 and 16 years old. More than 24 were hospitalized, and it comes 2 years after 3 people suffered injuries at the same festival when fans had climbed over fences and barricades to get inside. People are trying to ask, like Don just said, how could this even happen? And it's evoking memories of long lists of similar concert tragedies. In this case, the people were reportedly barricaded, keeping people in their ticketed sections, which made it extremely difficult to escape. So it's not clear what exactly started the crowd surge, but authorities are still investigating.
Now,
The tragedy is now one of the deadliest live music events in U.S. history.
now the guy who did the concert has 2 prior problems, two charges against him, 2
He's
other
sued.
concerts. The same problem happens. And what they're talking about is that there may be some drugs involved. There were over 600 cops on hand for this thing and security people. 600. And they still couldn't keep those masses away.
Well, I heard, allegedly, one of the security officers was pricked with a needle, and they had to bring him back with Narcan.
That's a rumor, though. They don't know that.
Right, that's what I heard allegedly. But
That's what I
that's
heard.
just, I don't understand, back to why do people act this way?
Because
Why do
everybody-
people act this
Okay.
way?
All right.
Tell me why.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you
Okay,
why.
tell me why.
I'm gonna tell
'Cause
you.
I don't understand.
I'm taking the clock.
Craziness.
I'm taking the clock back to 1964
Yeah.
when the Beatles first came. Might have been 69. When the Beatles first came to the USA, and their concerts, the women and everybody wanted to be up front, and they wanted to touch. And the women are screaming and they're crying, and they're trampling on people as they march to get to the front. It's just a thing. The problem is when you got, what was it, 3,000, 2,000 people at this thing?
300,000.
I mean, you have,
300,000 people at a concert?
Usually it's a music festival type kind of scene. So you're talking about outside
Oh,
event.
like Coachella and all those
Right,
other.
so you're talking about an outside event where there's just barricades, so everyone's standing. That's why it's really easy to get squishy and like just stampede.
So everybody begins to move forward.
Trample.
And this 14-year-old kid died. Then they had this other guy, his brother got trampled. He was holding his hand. He looked down. The brother was being stepped on. The problem is that we have been locked up such a long time. And that concert should not have been held there. Or they should have had barbed wire fence with metal gates.
Wow.
Listen, if you can charge the Congress, you can charge at anything.
I just don't understand the nature of people. I got to tell you.
There's some drinking, there's some drugs, there's Bethlehem, there's, you get into this whole, it's like that dance that Slick does when he starts throwing himself on the body and, what they call that?
Slick? Body slamming?
Yeah, he slams himself into the ground.
What is Slick body slamming?
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to say that out
Crowd
loud.
When do I do these dances? Let me
Like,
know.
people pick up Slick and they move him around.
Oh,
the town.
crowd
When
surfing,
does
I
Slick do that?
He
I
does
do
that at every
that.
concert.
When?
Oh,
What
sorry. Your
concert?
brothers told me.
What concert?
One of the reasons they don't like you to go is because you've been dropped on your head a few times from the body surfing.
That's what it is.
Oh my God. Slick, I went to this big box store that I think is for men, and I don't know what it is. They must pump in testosterone into this store that you work at in the evenings. Because something about this store,
What store is that?
men love.
What store?
That store he works at night.
Home Depot?
That one, yeah, that one.
There's no testosterone.
I think they pump in testosterone. Like the smell, like how Disney World pumps in like waffle smells. I think they pump in testosterone
The
smells.
sawdust.
It's
or
like-
They
something.
do pump in waffle. They totally do.
Exactly.
When you go to Home Depot for windows, then you see the doors, you see the rugs, you see this, you see that, you see this. You're going to want to buy it. It's called frantic buying. It's a science. It's
what it
always
is.
been there.
Is that what happens when I go into Target?
Yes. Well, name the number one store
Exactly.
you love to visit.
I mean, I'm a pretty big Target fan. I feel like that's the store that when I walk into with one item, in the back of my head, I always come out with more.
That's exactly what happens.
That's called frenzy buying.
And then lay it out that, like I did at the grocery store the other day.
You went to the outlets, and
Yep.
I couldn't believe you were actually buying stuff. I was shocked. You see, not me. I walk in, I want to buy this. If this ain't there, I'm walking out.
Well, you wanted to buy an umbrella stand,
Can't do that.
And did I buy one?
which we needed for Friday because clearly it was a deluge of
But
water.
did I
here.
buy one?
No, but we should have. And I almost said to you Friday, why didn't we buy an umbrella
Because I
stand?
didn't have the one I'm looking for.
Amazon. We got to look. But that's what happens. Do you know what I found out? I know we got to wrap this up. Disney World, since they have opened, have not reopened the trams from the parking lot because they have not had enough people, which means when you park your car in Disney World,
You have to walk.
a mile
So what?
to the park.
So
You
what?
got kids, you got people walking, you got handicapped
Welcome
people.
to the new world order.
And then, if you've got all this energy in the morning, you walk the mile, you're good, I'm good. At the end of the night, when you can barely move, and we've all been there, you got to walk a mile back to your car. Because they have not
They're not
put
even
the trams
tramming
back.
to get people back.
Nope. Not
Now-
until after the first of the year. How come that didn't make the news until today? It's called
Because that's negative.
skimpflation. That was the name of the word.
Lee.
Skimpflation is what's going
That
on in
sounds
the world.
nasty.
Instead of inflation, you pay the same amount for a product or good, but you get less customer service.
I wanna
Skimpy,
build. I
exactly.
wanna build from the front to the back of our parking lot a tram.
Tram.
Let's do it.
What are we touring? The outside of the building?
What are we? Yeah.
Once you get me the tram, I will show you how the outside of the building can be transformed into come and see this. It's funny you say this. I woke up this morning.
bodega,
I did
yes.
a piece. I did a piece. I'm gonna share it with you. I remember when I was living in Hollywood Avenue in the Bronx, and I had just bought my first house that I remodeled. Right. I went to a guy. Oh, I was at a store, and the guy had all these Christmas ornaments in the back of his truck. Don't know where they came
Did
from.
you go in the truck?
Yes.
Hey, little boy, I have ornaments in the back of my truck.
No.
You jumped in?
I wasn't a little boy. I was a man, first of all. I
Okay.
just bought my house. So I said to him, can you drive your truck to my house and I'll buy everything in it? $3,000 later, I had Christmas ornaments that moved. Now you gotta remember, this is in the day. Not like now that you have people and things moving. In the day, I had reindeer moving, I had Santa Claus moving. and I hung it on the outside of my house, and I had a window made with a city that had planes that moved, and there was waters and everything else. So Gio was the one that it affected the most. So Gio's friends from school would stop, and I had people in front of my house singing Christmas carols.
Aw.
So I told Michelle, I got to do something. So I went on, I bought chocolate, I would give them chocolate. And it turned into this event. Now, the reason I did that was for my kids. I wanted them to really understand that Christmas was the art of, Jesus and the whole nine. But it went in a whole different direction.
Jesus and the whole nine. I've never quite heard it referred to like that.
Yeah, it's that thing in the Bronx. So when I built this tram, you're going to say, well, what are they going to look at? The parking lot. That would be the assumption, right? But maybe not.
I have to tell you, you've inspired me. We're going to wrap this up. I started hanging pictures, so I don't know when the painter's coming. So I decided I'm going to hang pictures in my studio at the house. So it is now starting to look like this place. Look at her face.
Oh, no.
There are pictures. There's two staggered like this, and then they're like this. And then I have a big one that Chelsea painted that is now above my closet door. Then I removed the door, so now it's like a whole nother realm of my
But
clothes.
that's the way. I need the bodega to be that big.
And that is what. And I look around, I'm like, wow, I've been inspired by this studio, by your art hanging skills.
Skills, yes.
Skills. I'm on a stepstool with a hammer. If that doesn't work, I move it to another wall. There's holes
Because now you can plaster the holes.
Now I'm like, just give me the spackle.
Now, ladies
I'm
and
good.
gentlemen, do not use plaster. Get the color soap of your wall.
Not Irish Spring.
No, it's got to be the color. And you put a piece of soap in these little holes. It doesn't shrink, guaranteed, or your money back. Now,
Ready to wrap it up?
no. I'm going to give you guys an assignment.
Oh no.
I am going to buy a train set.
Oh, jeez.
It's going to go around the studio. And they're going to have all the sponsors in the back of the little cabooses. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Carts.
What kind of train?
The train. Choo, choo,
There's a lot of different types of them.
Okay, well, the one that I can afford.
It is time for Thanksgiving. We got a lot of stuff to do. We've got 2020, the game commercial to put
she
out.
doesn't admire my concept.
You know what it's going to say?
But it is going to happen
I
because
want
I've
a
been
train.
chasing it for
He's
6
been
years.
asking for a train for 6 years, yes. We're going to get it
And I
done.
had a train, and my grandson took it.
You'll have to talk to my grandpa.
Does he have trains?
He's a big train person.
Well, he's the guy I need to talk to. You know, it's really funny. I went right to you on this thing, and I don't know why, and boom, here's the reason.
There you go.
When we lived with my grandparents and I was in first grade, my brother and I moved in with my grandparents and everything. My grandpa decided to make it a train room. So he built a 2-layer track of trains to run above us at night. And then ended up building a subway station. He had the whole room decked out.
Is that what he did for a career?
No, it was just his side hobby.
Get Grandpa on the phone today. Now, it doesn't have to. You got to lay the track
Expensive though.
first.
His hobby was expensive. That's why
Yeah,
I
he
asked
got
what
good
kind of
trains. I need cheap trains because if
depends
they
what
fall,
trains
they
you have.
die. I have to lay track first. I know how this game is played. We got to lay the track first. And it's going to go all the way around.
Yes, but your track's going to depend on what train you have, too.
Well, I need to
How are you
talk
going to
Grandpa.
suspend it?
I'm going to get up on the ladder and put zing, 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 zing. It.
Into the wall? You laugh because you're going to be on the ladder going zing, zing,
Yeah, that's going to
zing,
be Slick. Slick's laughing over here. He's going to be the one up there.
Zing, zing, zing. I might just fall. Where are we putting
I'll
these
catch you.
suspended?
He's laughing because he knows it's going to be him
You know,
up there.
the amazing thing that you guys laugh at is no matter how we hang it, how we do it, when people come in here, you made this artist cry. I mean, I didn't make him cry. You did.
His own art did.
No,
It's
the
how
way
you
it's
hung it.
hung. He says in all his life that he's been doing this, and Jay's been doing this a long time, he felt like he was at the Hall of Fame.
All right, let's wrap this up. Have a great morning. I don't know what we got
She's gonna
cooking.
roll it.
I don't know what we got going on today, but we're going to find out. We've got a new artist coming in actually on the afternoon show.
We do?
We do.
We do.
So stay tuned. Have a great morning. We'll see you in a little bit.
Don't be late. Thank you for listening to the morning show as I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty. I'm coffee out.
Your cup runneth over.
No, company dry.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions, and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs, because, you know, your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.